What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Let's get started with our first news. Nickal delivered an emphatic statement on the prelims tonight, securing a spectacular knockout victory over Rodolfo Vieira. The finish came in the third round with a clean, vicious head kick that left the crowd stunned. The MMA world reacted immediately. Ariel Helwani praised the performance, saying Bo's brutal head kick was a reminder of his elite potential. Henry Cejudo called it a tremendous knockout, while Terrence McKinney simply reacted in disbelief, saying it came completely out of nowhere. Matt Brown noted that Vieira was a stylistically favorable matchup, and that this kind of performance reflects the natural progression many expected from Ba. Glover Teixeira, however, expressed mild disappointment that two elite grapplers spent the majority of the fight striking, wishing fans could have seen more grappling exchanges. Islam Makhachev called the knockout incredible, and Corey Anderson summed up the moment by asking, "Who saw that coming?" After the fight, Nickal spoke with confidence and clarity. He explained that this training camp was one of the most important of his career, focused heavily on personal development and refining his overall skill set. According to him, the improvements he made were significant, and he was happy to showcase them inside the Octagon. He admitted he entered the fight with a chip on his shoulder and felt he had something to prove after his last setback, but he never lost belief in himself, a mindset he says has been ingrained in him since childhood. Nickal emphasized that his goal was simple: fight hard, dominate, and cause effective damage. He acknowledged the difficulty of hurting another competitor, admitting that part never gets easier, but he understands it's an unavoidable aspect of the sport. What he truly loves, he said, are the elements that make a fighter world-class: strategy, discipline, positioning, and relentless work ethic. Looking ahead, Bo expressed a desire to stay active, continue improving, and keep building his career. At the same time, he stressed that his life revolves around his family and faith. Before we jump into the next story, we have a small favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon. It really helps us out and ensures you'll never miss an update. Move on to another news. Benoit Saint Denis opened the UFC main card with one of the most stunning performances of the night, knocking out Beneil Dariush just 16 seconds into the first round. The lightning-quick finish marked the 6th fastest knockout in UFC lightweight history and immediately sent shockwaves through the MMA community. Henry Cejudo praised Saint Denis, saying he is on a compelling revenge tour, while Nasruddin Imayevov applauded the effort by saying hard work made the victory look effortless. Ariel Helwani reacted quickly as well, declaring that BSD is all the way back now, and Chris Gutierrez summed up the spectacular moment with a simple, "Holy BSD, what a call." After the fight, Saint Denis spoke calmly and confidently about the performance. He expressed how blessed and grateful he felt to have such a successful outcome, especially after preparing for a full 3-round war. Though the finish came fast, he acknowledged that MMA often delivers unpredictable moments, and this was one of them. According to him, the key difference in his recent career growth has been learning how to implement a structured game plan rather than relying only on instinct. He explained that he has focused heavily on developing tactical awareness, understanding when to use grappling against elite strikers and when to lean on his striking against high-level grapplers. Saint Denis emphasized that his team and coaches played a crucial role in helping him evolve. They taught him to listen to his body, identify weaknesses, build on strengths, and operate with discipline instead of emotion. He highlighted how much effort was dedicated to improving his clinch work and overall pressure, both essential components he felt fully prepared to use in this matchup. Now riding the momentum of such a dominant win, Saint Denis made it clear he is ready for the division's elite. He stated boldly that he wants both the BMF title and the lightweight belt, and that his journey toward the top 5 begins now. With confidence, hunger, and continued development, he believes this victory is just the start of a much bigger run. Move on to another news. Carlos Prates delivered another statement performance as he knocked out former welterweight champion Leon Edwards in the second round, handing Edwards his 3rd consecutive loss and further solidifying himself as one of the most dangerous rising contenders in the division. With this victory, Prates improves to 6-0 in the UFC, with all 6 wins coming by knockout, an extraordinary feat that continues to capture the attention of fighters and analysts across the sport. John Silva and Caio Bahayo reacted live with shock and excitement as the knockout unfolded, celebrating the moment with applause and disbelief. After the fight, Bahayo posted a humorous photo of himself and Silva drinking and smoking, joking that they had adopted new training measures, while Silva playfully claimed that the first champion of the Fighting Nerds was on the way. Ariel Helwani highlighted how impressive Prates' run has been, noting that this marks his 2nd straight knockout over opponents who had never been finished before. Alan Alan Juban reacted by saying his neck hurt just watching the shot, and Matt Brown praised Prates' consistency, warning jokingly that he hopes the fighter reaches his prime before the cigarettes and alcohol catch up to him. Gilbert Burns reacted simply with, "Wow," and Henry Cejudo predicted that Prates may be only one fight away from a shot at welterweight gold. After the win, Prates explained that he feels incredible and deeply fulfilled. He pointed out that his last three opponents, Li Jingliang, Jeff Neal, and Leon Edwards, had reputations for being nearly impossible to knock out, yet he stopped all of them. He expressed his respect for each fighter but emphasized that delivering knockouts is what he has trained to do since he was 16 years old. With 6 UFC wins and 6 bonuses, he said he is proud of his accomplishments and eager to return to the Octagon as soon as possible. Prates spoke about the years of dedication that brought him to this moment, crediting his team for elevating him to elite status. He also discussed how much Caio Bahaio helped him develop his grappling defense, explaining that he felt calm and confident even when Edwards attempted to take his back. Training with someone as powerful and technical as Bahaio, he said, made him feel fully prepared for anything Edwards would attempt. Looking ahead, Prates made his intentions clear. He wants the champion next, regardless of who holds the belt. Move on to another news. Michael Morales continued his undefeated rise in spectacular fashion, stopping Sean Brady via first-round TTO and improving his professional record to an impressive 19-0 at just 25 years old. The performance electrified the arena and immediately generated a wave of reactions across the MMA community. Bilal Muhammad praised Morales, reminding fans that he had long said the young contender was special. Gilbert Burns echoed the excitement with a simple but powerful response. "Wow, Morales." Max Holloway highlighted how incredible the night had been, noting that every main card fight so far had ended in a finish, and calling the fans spoiled. Terrence McKinney pushed for a future matchup between Morales and Carlos Prates, while many fans questioned how Morales still manages to make the welterweight limit given his size and power. Adrian Yanez commented on how stacked and competitive the division has become. Ariel Helwani declared that Morales had officially arrived, and Matt Brown pointed out that welterweight has always been brutal, but is now filled with more young killers than ever. Corey Anderson admired Morales' ability to manipulate distance, making Brady think he was safe before punishing him with precise counters. Kenny Florian added that Morales looked sharp, disciplined, accurate, and never allowed Brady to build momentum de Altmayo. After the fight, Morales spoke with gratitude and humility. He credited his mother as the foundation of his discipline and identity, saying she has always been the driving force behind him. He explained that the team entered the fight with a clear strategy, quick, clean, and elegant, and executed it perfectly despite having only 4 weeks to prepare. Morales thanked the gyms and coaches in Tijuana who have embraced him, emphasizing that while he proudly represents Ecuador, Mexico has become a second home that has shaped him deeply. He highlighted how discipline has been a family value since childhood, instilled by his mother, father, and siblings, and reinforced throughout his journey in martial arts. Their influence, he said, is the reason he has remained committed, focused, and prepared for these moments on the biggest stage. Looking ahead, Morales made his ambitions clear. He believes he belongs in the title picture now. He reminded the world that he promised a first-round finish and delivered. He told Dana White directly that he wants a shot at the welterweight belt. Move on to another news. Valentina Shevchenko once again proved why she remains one of the most dominant champions in UFC history, defeating Zhang Weili by unanimous decision to retain her UFC Women's Flyweight Championship. The highly anticipated matchup showcased elite skill, elite IQ, and 2 of the most technical fighters in women's MMA. But Shevchenko's composure, precision, and tactical mastery ultimately separated her from the challenger. The MMA community quickly erupted with reactions. Merab Dvalishvili praised Shevchenko, calling her the best in the world, reaffirming her status as one of the most complete martial artists in the sport. Henry Cejudo, analyzing future possibilities, expressed interest in seeing Mackenzie Dern take on John Wiley next, believing their styles would create an exciting matchup. Meanwhile, Hall of Famer BJ Penn simply stated what many fans have echoed for years: Valentina is the GOAT, recognizing her continued excellence across multiple eras of the division. After the fight, Shevchenko spoke with confidence and calm authority. She described her performance as an example of what she calls the art of martial arts. She explained that while many fighters seem unstoppable against other opponents in their divisions, the dynamic changes dramatically when they stand in front of her. She credits this not to brute force, but to mastery, years of discipline, technique, strategic understanding, and the ability to adapt flawlessly inside the octagon. Shevchenko emphasized that true martial arts is not just about physical ability but about control, timing, mental sharpness, and turning an opponent's strengths into weaknesses. Against an elite, powerful, and dangerous fighter like Zhang Weili, she demonstrated why she has remained champion for so long. She neutralized the explosive attacks, shut down the scrambles, dictated distance, and imposed her will with the cold precision that has become her trademark. With another successful title defense, Shevchenko's legacy continues to grow. Fans and analysts now debate not whether she is one of the greatest female fighters ever, but whether she is the greatest, period. And after another masterclass performance, Valentina made it clear once more, when challengers enter her domain, they are dealing with a level of martial arts few can match. Move on to another news. Islam Makhachev defeated Jack Della Maddalena by unanimous decision in a dominant performance to claim the UFC welterweight championship. With this victory, Makhachev extended his incredible winning streak to 16 straight bouts, tying the legendary Anderson Silva for the longest win streak in UFC history. After the fight, Islam expressed his desire to compete on the highly anticipated White House card, confidently stating that his skill set and durability make him ready for any challenge. Reactions poured in from across the MMA world. Ilia Topuria gave a harsh critique of Della Maddalena, saying Jack needed a full training camp focused solely on wrestling. He added that Jack's performance as a champion was disappointing and suggested he should travel to Georgia to learn fundamental skills. Topuria also took aim at Makhachev, claiming Islam lacked emotion and calling him the most boring thing in this game, before boldly asserting that he would eventually put Makhachev to sleep. Bilal Muhammad praised Team Khabib and Makhachev, congratulating the new double champion. He followed up by saying the welterweight division inspired him more than ever, and promised a strong showing the following week. Jamahal Hill reacted by saying that Islam had broken Jack mentally, leaving him completely demoralized. Veteran Matt Brown criticized Della Maddalena's corner for what he described as poor guidance throughout the fight. Merab Dvalishvili congratulated Islam, calling the win well-deserved, and Muhammad Mokayev echoed the sentiment, commending the champion's disciplined performance. Dana White simply posted #new while acknowledging another dominant display from Islam Diktat. Shavkat Rakhmonov also weighed in, congratulating the new champion, but insisting that the true challenge at 170 pounds is still him. He declared that without the burden of weight cutting, he felt unstoppable over 5 rounds and could wrestle, strike, and dictate the entire fight. He vowed that when his time comes, he will showcase a flawless performance. Meanwhile, Makhachev closed his post-fight message with excitement, calling on Donald Trump and saying, "Let's go! Open the White House!" signaling his eagerness for the historic card and his confidence in facing anyone next. Move on to another news. A major incident erupted inside the arena prior to the start of the main card, creating a wave of shock and confusion throughout the crowd. According to multiple eyewitnesses, a massive altercation broke out involving several of Islam Makhachev's teammates, and controversial MMA figure Dillon Danis died. The situation escalated rapidly, drawing the attention of security, spectators, and even fighters who were preparing for their bouts backstage. As tensions flared, fans captured footage showing the chaotic scene from multiple angles. In the middle of the commotion, one moment in particular went viral almost instantly. Shevchenko, better known online as John Port, a comedic internet personality who has become an unlikely figure in combat sports circles, appeared to land several clean shots on Dillon Danis during the scuffle. The crowd erupted upon seeing it, as the unlikely matchup between the meme icon and Danis added an unexpected twist to an already volatile situation. The altercation reportedly began with a heated, verbal exchange. Danis, known for stirring conflict both online and in person, allegedly initiated trash talk directed at members of Team Makhachev. The tension escalated within seconds, leading to a physical clash that quickly drew in multiple individuals from both sides. Security personnel rushed in to separate the groups, forming a barrier as the crowd roared in disbelief. Despite the scale of the fight, officials acted swiftly, and the situation was brought under control before it could spill over into further chaos. No fighters scheduled to compete were harmed or directly involved, allowing the main card to proceed as planned. However, the incident became a major talking point for fans and analysts, overshadowing the build-up to the evening's featured bouts. As clips circulated online, social media exploded with reactions ranging from shock to amusement, particularly at the sight of John Pork landing punches amid the chaos. Many speculated on what triggered the confrontation, while others joked that the fictional pig influencer had secured the biggest win of the night. The UFC has not yet released an official statement regarding the scuffle, but the league is expected to review footage and determine whether disciplinary actions will follow.